So, welcome to the Madhouse. Yes, we are here again with another deceiving video. I know everybody's gonna think I'm just fucking whining and crying and being a baby, but this is about the crossplay. It's not a guide, it's not settings or anything like that, but it's about crossplay. Let's talk about it. Not just deceive in general, but multiplayer gaming all across the board. What the fuck is going on? Just like a year ago, Sony refused to have so many crossplay games. They didn't want crossplay. They didn't want to collab in any way with their competitors. Now all of a sudden, every single game that has a multiplayer now has crossplay. And again, it's the generation. We have two generations that are so entitled that they have to be included in everything. I want to play with my friend that plays on PC. I want to play with my friend that plays on Xbox. I want to play with my friend that plays on PlayStation. Then buy the damn platform that they're on. Sorry that you made friends that have different gaming consoles and platforms than you. But seriously, Deceive Inc. is primarily dominated right now with PC players. And there's been times where I've even looked up the names on the Xbox app and found them, but they have no achievements for Deceive Incorporated on it because they're playing on PC through Steam or Xbox Live, whichever. But whatever they're playing on does not cross progress their achievements. Now the problem is developers. The developers that put crossplay on in the game. They released the game with the settings defaulted to crossplay on. So by the time people realize this, like me, and they want to go and play with just their platform or just console in general, Xbox or PlayStation, which is fine with me. I would rather just play Xbox versus PlayStation or PlayStation versus PlayStation anytime over playing PC with a game that in its core is nothing but a shooter. Because I don't feel that shooters in general should have console versus PC. It's just a disadvantage to console players and a waste of money for console players because they're not ever going to enjoy it because they have the disadvantages of DPI, macroing, gaming mouses that have buttons at the tip of the thumb so that they can swap weapons and shit so much quicker than us. I want this game to be fun, but dying when I shouldn't be dying if it was just a regular, another console player, because that they can laser you down with a headshot as long as they're clicking on your head. Yeah, that's not fun. And I feel that this is going to be a problem for this game and any game that has crossplay, specifically shooters, because it's unfair. It's not a level playing field. At least with Call of Duty, you have the option to queue up and crossplay with controller only. You don't have to play against PC, or at least mouse and keyboard. But no, people are going to be like, I heard somebody in another stream when I was talking about it, in somebody else's stream. Oh, you can hook up a mouse and keyboard to the PlayStation or the Xbox in this game. I don't want to. If I wanted to play on PC, I would play on PC. Why do I have to fucking conform to a way of playing with a mouse and keyboard? Why can't they conform and put a controller into their PC? Double standards. No, you can play as if it's as if it's PC. I don't want to. It's not why I spent almost $600 on the PlayStation 5, so I can sit there and play it like it's a fucking computer. But I have a feeling that this could be a downfall um, a problematic situation that could bring the downfall to this game, because I'm not the only console player. I've talked to a few, at least 3 or 4, maybe 5, just in the couple of days that I've been playing this game, and they are also feeling the same way. The disadvantages that console has against PC players in a game like this is ridiculous. FPS, the monitor versus the gaming TV. I read an article just the other day because I was looking up about it, that about the advantages of playing on PC versus controller in crossplay games. They said even the best gaming TVs with the lowest megahertz is still close to double the gigahertz, the megahertz of a the best gaming monitor. And the difference between monitor and TV is the delay. Delay from your device to your TV compared to the tower to the monitor. On top of that, PC can stack up until like 200 frames per second. We're hard locked in at 60. You know, and it's just, why? Not that long ago, Sony refused to do crossplay. You barely saw any games with crossplay because they didn't want to work with the competitor or the competition. But now all of a sudden, every multiplayer game, and like I said, it's not just Deceive, it's every multiplayer. Fortnite, they changed it so that you're basically forced to play in crossplay, because again, even if they have disabling crossplay, you're not going to get any matches because the developers trap you by releasing the game with crossplay defaulted on. Now, if they released the game with crossplay defaulted off, you would have PlayStation versus PlayStation, Xbox versus Xbox, PC versus PC. And then they could choose, hey, I want to go and play, crossplay. But no, that's not what happens. By the time anybody realizes that you're going against fucking PC players, and you try to go into crossplay with the crossplay disabled and go into a regular lobby, you're not going to find any matches. I have a video proving that. I went through every option, local, best latency, and worldwide with crossplay disabled, and it took so long it timed out my matchmaking because it couldn't find a match. Maybe certain hours you might be able to find it. If you're running a VPN, you might be able to find it, but the average player will not be able to find a lobby. And that's error on design. Multiplayer crossplay should be disabled at default. You should not force one side to play against another if they're not wanting to. I can't enjoy the game when my lobby's full of PC players. I can't. Because it's I get to jump on people. I put fucking mags of bullets into them, and all they have to do is turn around and fucking laser me while jumping around behind a shield and laser me because they can freaking just point on my head and get a shot. That's not fun. It's not fair, and it's discouraging. And I have a feeling if this isn't addressed, that they're not going to get very many more console players wanting to play when there's no option to play outside of cross-play with PC. Please, Sweet Bandits. I know I keep atting freaking Tripwire. I know they're the publisher, not the developer, but do us a solid. Give us crossplay so console can play together. Do like Call of Duty has, controller crossplay, or just crossplay, or controller only crossplay. That way, and you can include PC players that are on controller, because at least that aspect of it, the movement and everything, is on par with what we have. At this point in time right now, this game is PC dominant. They're dominating the game. And you can look up people's names and find them on the Xbox app, but they're not playing on Xbox all the time. The ones that aren't playing on Xbox are on Steam or on Epic or whatever platform that the game is on through PC. They're playing with the advantages of PC instead of choosing to play with the disadvantages of console. This is also something that's going to happen. You're going to push PC sales, but your console sales are going to drop because people that have the opportunity to play it on PC will prefer to play it on PC instead of playing it on console because of all the advantages. I don't know if this is some. Here's the conspiracy theorist in me. I don't know if this is some huge conspiracy to force people into PC gaming. But I can tell you one thing right now, what it's probably forcing a lot of people to do. And I see it a lot in multiplayer games. Hackers, mod packs, just exploiting, glitching, just cheating in general. I got the game and within 24 hours I wanted to see if people were hacking this game already. Because it's happened so much in newer games in the past year. Look at Vampire the Masquerade, The Blood Hunt. It was completely destroyed right on release because of all the hackers. And I don't think they may have fixed it, but I don't think they're going to be able to come back from the damage it's done. This game is fun. It has fun aspects, and it's to the point where it's not even a stealth spy game. It literally, half the time people are fighting straight off the jump. They don't even care about the objective. Half the time it's two people left at the end by the time the briefcase is done. Because everybody plays this as if it's team deathmatch or free for all, battle royale. It's frustrating to play against PC players all the time. And you could be good at the game, you could be good at shooters, and it doesn't matter because they have the advantages over you if you're a console player. And I don't know what it is, but every multiplayer game these days, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Dead by Daylight, Deceiving, I don't play a whole lot of other multiplayer games, but in co-op games. Division, Destiny. I think Destiny has crossplay now. It's like, do we really have to fulfill every frigging whine and cry that, oh, I want to play with my friends that are on another platform in every game? I've read forum posts, I've talked to people who play trios, and it's not the way the game was intended. They say it's pretty much just nothing but a TDM. It's just team deathmatch, battle royale type style thing. It's like there's no solo play is the closest to what this game was intended to be like. I was hoping that this game was more like, remember Assassin's Creed's multiplayer back in Brotherhood, and I think it was Assassin's Creed 3 had it. A lot of the mobile devices like PSP versions, the smaller Assassin's Creed chapters of the franchise, had this multiplayer. It was a stealthy multiplayer. You had to blend in, fit in with the crowd. I think this is what that was probably an inspiration to the way this game is, and kind of like Splinter Cell when it was spy versus spy, not spy versus mercenary. Except for you can't hang from pipes and snap people's necks with your legs. Um, Although I'm sure a lot of people would not mind if Red did that to them. Um, we get a thirst following for Red already, and she just got released yesterday. Um, yeah, crossplay is ruining console gaming. When it comes to PC being involved, it's ruining console gaming. For me, it is, and I know for some other people it is too. If you look it up and read about it online, you'll see people not being happy with every game that they have to play, that they want to play, being a shooter especially, having to go against PC players. It's it's so discouraging to play a multiplayer game. And I like my multiplayer games because single player games can get boring after a while. You know, I think if games like Borderlands, um, you know, games that don't have PvP, yeah, fucking add crossplay, no problem. But when it's a competitive style game, specifically a shooter, don't put PC versus console. It's just it just shows that you're not giving two shits about your community, about your player base. I literally feel that this game was brought over to console as a money grab. I know this game was initially PC. I don't think it was released for all platforms right away, right? If I'm not mistaken. So you got alpha and beta testers, people at like 250, um, ranked like 200 and something now, going against somebody who's just got the game. I'm not saying like skill-based matchmaking, but maybe rank matchmaking. Like I'm level 33. Put me in a lobby with more people closer to my level. They may be better. May not be, but it won't be so discouraging. But when you see these alpha testers, these beta testers, and people at 200 plus fucking level, you know they've been playing the game since the beginning on PC. And they have even that makes it even more of a disadvantage to the console player who didn't have access to the betas or the alphas. I just hope that this dev team, I know they're a small group, but this game has so much potential. There's so much want for this game. There's already an addiction setting into the gaming community about this game. Sadly, it's mostly PC content creators I watch. So of course they're gonna have the funnest time destroying console players because they have that advantage. Please, Sweet Bandits, do us a solid. At least give us controller-only crossplay. Take a play out of the Call of Duty playbook. That's probably one of the only things that Call of Duty has done right in their game for a long time, is they forced crossplay, but they gave the option to play against controller-only players. Now, yeah, we have a problem with that because there's third-party software that can make games recognize mouse and keyboard as controller emulators. Um, and that would come down to the anti-cheat system that the devs decide to put in. I'm hoping that these guys are funded enough. I love the Killing Floor games. Matter of fact, when I found out that they were the guys that made Killing Floor 2, it kind of made me want to go play and solo some Killing Floor 2 again. So I know they know what they're doing. I'm just hoping that they are prepared to be able to maintain the game. And they really, another problem with this game is I noticed, and I've looked it up within 24 hours of starting to play this game because I questioned some shit. This game is already riddled with hackers. There's already YouTube videos showcasing wall hacks, aimbots, and shit like that for this game. The devs need to get on that, get on this quick before they become another Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt was released with hackers riddling the fucking servers, and it destroyed the game before it even had a chance. And that was a fun game. It really was. I hate to see this game go under, because I need a new multiplayer game. Dead by Daylight's just getting exhausting mentally and emotionally to deal with the toxic community. And the sad thing is, a lot of Dead by Daylight content creators came to this game dragging along the good and bad of their community, or the good and bad of the Dead by Daylight community, I should say. And that's a problem, because Dead by Daylight is fucking stacked with hackers and cheaters. And now they're being brought over here. Like those people that want to hack and target certain people. You know how True Talent's been having some issues with, for a while with people targeting him. Those types of people, because he chooses to walk away from a game and try a new game for a while, they follow him in every game that he's in. When he first started playing this, he was questioning stream sniping. We got the devs are gotta be, they gotta be vigilant and realize who's coming into the community and what kind of player base they may be bringing with them. Like I said, it's not anything that he's doing intentionally. It's just people that have been targeting him for years will target him in every game, in any game that he's in. And it's sad that fucking people are that disgusting in the world. And I don't always agree. This is off topic, but I don't always agree with his ideas and his opinions, but they are his opinions, and that's the greatest part of this world, is we are free to disagree respectfully. But as I said in my tweet yesterday, he's still a human being. Yeah. So please, devs, do something about this. Because I know a lot of PlayStation players that don't have access to a computer are just getting discouraged of this game for playing it. They love the game, they like the concept like I do, but it's getting discouraging. Give us a controller-only crossplay. Where we can play against Xbox players if we're on PlayStation, or the other way around. But we don't have to worry about the disadvantages that we'll have to deal with going against PC. Let us have a choice. People are going to want to play against PC players, because there are those fanboys that want to prove that they are the better platform, and they will still play against PC players. So PC won't lose matchmaking, if that's what you're worried about. But you will lose potentially a good chunk of two parts of your player base for console. compare this to the handful of PC players to the couple of, like, let's say, 4 handfuls of console players that would complain. I'm not saying that are playing. There are probably way more than that. It's kind of an analogy, but yeah, you have 2 platforms versus 1 that would have a problem with PC versus console compared to the amount of people that would be there's nobody. Come on, let's get real. Nobody on PC playing any multiplayer game, specifically anything that's like this that has a core mechanic of being a shooter, is going to complain going against a fucking console player. I hear it all the time in Dead by Daylight alone. Oh, must be a console player. Must be a console player. Oh, gotta be a console player. Because they're playing worse than I am. Gotta be a console player. Yeah, oh, yeah. They're crossplay. Now, prime example, go watch Warzone. Go watch PC streamers play Warzone. Go watch them snipe from freaking miles away from the person that they're killing and brag and be happy about their easy headshot kill. But I'm just rambling on right now. Please, sweet bandits, I have faith in you as a dev team because of Killing Floor. But I'm hoping you understand that this could be a problem if it's not rectified, that you're going to lose players. You will end up losing people, and this game is just going to end up fizzling away like most other games. They're just a flavor of the month. I would like for this game to not just be a flavor of the month. I would love to be a part of the journey of this game and see where this game can go, because I love stealth games, but this game right now isn't stealth because PC players are so dominant and dominating in this game. They just go around killing people. Like I said, half the time I'm just hiding away from the gunfights, trying to actually play it as it was intended to be. But right now, it's not being played as a spy game or stealthy spy game. Everybody's just going out finding people and just running around and killing people. On a final note, please do something for Ace. Buff her fucking sniper rifles. Come on now. Squire and freaking, because of the lack of fire rate on her weapons, killers, rivals and agents like Squire and Larson are able to freaking just destroy her in close quarter combat. She needs a significant buff to her damage. Not a reduction to limb damage. All we have when we're in close quarters is our hip fire. Also, fix her expertise. She's the only, from what I understand, she's the only expertise that has to be scoped in. Even agents similar to hers with her weapons, like the carbine that Red has. Red can use her expertise without having to be scoped in. I get that she's a sniper and all. And her passive?
I got your 6.
Her passive is not a passive. You still have to charge your weapon. So you still have to activate something for this passive to happen. So it's kind of an activated ability. But her rifles, oh, not only that, her carbine is way slower than Red's. Why is that?
I'm not here to make friends.
I tested these out in the training. Look. You look at the fire rate, even in that video that you guys use. Compared.
I won't let you down.
Look at the fire rate difference. They have pretty much the same weapon, but massively different fire rates. If you're gonna have her at such a slow fire rate and having a primarily hip fire, she needs to be doing a lot more damage per shot. It's just common sense. That's why snipers are usually the most powerful weapon in the shooter game, because of the fact that it's slow reload, not good in close quarters, or maybe you give her an expertise that gives her a secondary that she can swap to, like a pistol or something. But her sniper rifles, her third sniper rifle does the same amount of damage, from what I'm understanding, as Chavez's default revolver. It's like 50 headshot, 40, 45 body. That's her third rifle. Her default rifle needs a lot more of a buff. If his default revolver is doing as much as her third sniper rifle, come on now. I get it. It's a fucking Magnum or a three. Actually, it looks like a. It looks more like a 357. And this one's got the long barrel. Yeah. Oh no, it's the Duke, so it's probably a 44. Anyway, his default weapon does just as much as her third weapon. That's not okay. You need to balance ace. I want to play a sniper, but it's pointless because you can't do anything. No matter how much you buff or debuff them with her expertise,
Boots off the ground.
you're not getting a 1 or 2 shot kill. You literally have to hit every single shot a headshot to get a kill in 2 shots, maybe 3. And then you got agents like Squire, whose cover gives him damage reduction, which is fine, but not for her. Your guys' buff in the patch, the latest patch, the season patch, it's not enough. Not enough. You're getting outgunned by fast fire rate, single shots, silenced pistols with Larson and Squire. You're getting outgunned by a slow ass revolver, because if you're not using that third sniper rifle, I'm saying this because I'm close to getting the third sniper rifle in a couple of levels, right? So whatever. Newer players is what I'm thinking of. They're gonna want to play ace. People love snipers. I'm okay with not even ever escaping with the package, but being able to kill people with my weapon at range is something I would like to do. I would love to play this game as a stealthy sniper, but at the moment, Red's, as I just showed, Red's weapon, her second weapon, the carbine, which is basically the same as what Ace has, faster fire rate, more damage. And Red can use her expertise without having to aim.
Just you wait. They'll see Red soon.
It's just, come on, guys. My biggest thing is give us controller only crossplay, and rethink your balancing and your buffing of Ace because she needs a lot more love than what you gave her in this last update. Alright. Well, I'm the Mad Hatter and I'm out. Don't forget to grab your complimentary self-hugging jacket and your drool cup at the counter.